Hey there, how's it going? Neil Napier here. So I want to show you something inside of Content Gorilla inside this video. I've been getting a lot of questions and concerns from people who don't even have Content Gorilla, and they're saying that the kind of content it will create will never be good enough to an actual writer. To those people I say, you're right, it won't. And that's not the point of Content Gorilla. Listen, we didn't create Content Gorilla so you can fire your expensive copywriter or your expensive writer. If you want to rank long-term, you need some amazing content. Now, Content Gorilla can get you a lot of that content, but once in a while, you would want to write what's inside your head than what's inside some YouTube videos. So what that means for you as a business owner, as a product creator, as an affiliate marketer, is that once in a while, once a month, maybe twice a month, you're going to want to do your own content as well. Now, whether you choose to or not, that's your prerogative. I mean, life is busy, things get in the way, but I would recommend that you absolutely do that. Now, we still do that, and it costs us about a couple of $100 for a 1,000-word article. That's not something I want to spend, 3 times a week, right? It'll get really expensive after that, which is why we use Content Gorilla to kind of put some filler content in when we can't create our own 3 times a week or, multiple times a month. So that's what I would tell to you as well, that Content Gorilla isn't there to replace your current systems, it's to add to it. It's to help you do better in your business. Now, whether or not you think you want to do better with Content Gorilla, that's up to you. If you don't, that is perfectly fine. But since it's been questioned, since I kind of want to show you how this works, I want to show you a little bit inside of it and point out how to use it. Like, what's the best way to use Content Gorilla just to create blog posts? There are many use cases as well. I'll talk about that in another video. But in this one, I'm going to be focusing on blog posts because that's the goal here. Now, I will be making a post on our key blog as well, Kyvio, so I'll come to that in a couple of minutes. But let me just actually show you that blog as well, and you'll see. And by the way, the featured image there is missing because I haven't actually had time to add one right over here. But we release updates every single month there, more or less. We try to at least, because sometimes things take a bit longer to develop. Anyway, so if I look at this, let's say if I wanted to, Kyvio is all about funnel building, membership sites, email marketing, and whatnot. Let's say if I wanted to write about how to get new customers for your membership sites, right? So let's put that in here. How to get new customers for membership sites. I'm not sure if it's actually going to work, but let's check it out. So I'm going to look for videos with Creative Commons license because that to me means that it's, more or less okay for me to use this content and still attribute it back to my blog. Now, if I look at this one, I mean, this is an entire, I think it's a webinar invite video for 3 minutes. I don't want that because it's very branded to this guy. This one's about social media success, how to build a membership website in 2017. It's a bit old, but okay. ClickFunnels review, definitely don't want that. Create a Squarespace blog page to get subscriptions. That's a good idea, actually. I'll check this out in a second. And membership module training series. And I mean, you can see there are quite a lot of videos. Obviously, just like you finding a writer on Upwork, some are going to be a fit, some are not going to be a fit. I'll explain that in a second as well, how to pick those apart. But let's see. How to make money online fast, learn how to from Internet Business Factory, get started with Community Cloud for nonprofit engagement. Again, some training. Let's go to next. Okay, I'm going to go for this one for a second, right? So I'm going to click on Create Post and let's see what kind of content this brings up. I mean, if it's actually human readable content, right? That's an important part of what we're doing here as well. Now, as you can see, this is pretty readable. Right? It's not perfect by any means. I'm sure it has grammar mistakes, but I mean, look at this part, right? There's just, I don't know what's in there even. I think it's just some code that we pick up from YouTube. So I'm just going to get rid of this, right? So we have all of this over here. And generally, I think it looks coherent. There's 2,500 words, which is quite a lot more than I originally wanted. But hey, I want to change it up a little bit still. So I'm just going to click on spin content and it's going to go in and change content word by word, not all of it, but some of it, so that now it's different, it's unique, right? I'm going to also go in and check for grammar issues. So I don't need Grammarly. I mean, I have Grammarly, I think somewhere, but I'm not going to use it. Instead, I'm just going to click on this button over here and it will automatically fix any grammar mistakes it can find as well. Now, will it be perfect? Will it be as good as an editor who I will have to pay another couple $100 for that article? No, obviously not. But that's your prerogative, how you want to do it. If it's an actual filler content, you can just push this out. But I want to give it some more quality, right? It's about 2,500 words. I want to remove some, I want to add some. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video and I'll go ahead and add a few things to it. Some introduction, some outro, and that's it, right? So give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to read through this and I'm going to add a few things to this as well. Okay, so I have been able to construct this article. I haven't changed much actually. I've just written this in the beginning and then I have just written this at the end. That's really all I've done. If I wanted to add some images as well here, I could, but I'm just going to bypass that right now because it's not really necessary. I could put some videos in as well if I wanted to. I have removed some of his branding, the branding of this guy, but I will still give him attribution at the end, so no worries about that. There is featured image as well, which is here. I don't want this, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Let me find one from my computer. Okay, so this is the image that I'll go with, and then we have tags which are pre-populated from this particular video. And I'm not going to add syndication to it right just yet, and I can if I have the pro version. I mean, you can do it too. Okay, we're ready now, so I'm going to go ahead and publish this inside the business category inside of Kyvio. And I'm going to also include video attribution. I don't want to link to the actual video, but I'll link to the video attribution. Publish, and that's it. You're done. Within a few minutes, the post goes out to your blog, and it will get published there, depending again if you are scheduling it further down the line, if you're using one of the pro features, or if you're doing it immediately. So let's go ahead and check it out inside our blog. Let's see if it actually made it there already. And if not, then it might be in the draft mode, which I can then go and approve as well. There you go. So right there it is. Everything you need to build $1 million website. If I go in, let me just check this out. So this looks like any other post. As you can see, I mean, I could format it further. I could go in the edit mode here. I could add some images to it as well. And you can see we've given attribution back to the video. And I can also go back and hyperlink this. I forgot to hyperlink this in the content. And that way, now the video gets converted into a post. So my point to show all of this is that not every post is going to be good or relevant. But just like how you find writers, you have to do the same with your post. For example, let me go back and actually create a new post for you and show you how terrible sometimes the text can be. But we just give us what the YouTube API gives us. If you can use that to actually create or curate good content, awesome. If you can't, that's perfectly fine as well. That's just how it is sometimes. Let's go for example. I'm going to just pick this one. That's a bit long. It's a bit long too. I want something short. I think this is a song. Okay, no cat or dog videos. These are the viral videos that are going viral right now. So let's say if I would search for membership, search for any for now. Should I get a gym membership? Let's say if I go ahead and create post, and if I try and create post with this as well, let's see if it actually loads up in a new window. Yeah, there you go. So this is all gobbled up. I mean, this is like, even if I use the check grammar and it would fix the grammar, it still looks bad, right? Because I have to give it spaces and such. Now, this would still take me less time than writing a article from scratch, right? Again, if I look at this one, yeah, same. I've also always found, by the way, as a tip, that if I look for content with Creative Commons, it almost always has better subtitles, better closed captions, but this kind of content doesn't as often. So, like I said, finding this kind of content is just like how you find a content writer, just like how you find anything. It's not as bad as finding a diamond in the rough. You still have more options, but it will still take you to some time to really find the content that you need, and then publishing it, doing it quickly, will literally take you minutes, as it did for me as well. All right. So that's an important video that I wanted to make for you to let you know that it is possible, it is doable. Is it fit for everyone? No. I mean, if you're a purist who likes to have beautifully written content from a copywriter so that I can match every single time, this may not be a fit for you. But if you're a busy professional who wants to still be noticeable, who wants to get noticed, this is perfect. I mean, I can literally take parts of this content and put them inside my Facebook group as well, see if I get traction or not. this talked about 8 things you can do to build $1 million website. Heck, I could run a series about it inside my own Facebook group to 1 a day, right? So this is just one way of using Content Gorilla. I think this is the best way though, like it's the fastest way to get results with it. Hopefully you maximize the returns from this, because I think it's an awesome platform. All right, good luck.